Good morning. I'm outside catching some sunlight. Finally, we've been having cold and rain for these past couple of weeks, which is not good for the trees because everything is blossoming and fruits are, giving off flowers so the bees can pollinize them. And if it starts raining, the flower just falls to the ground. And anyway, it's the change of the season here in this part of the world, and I can feel it in my body. I can feel it in my mood. I'm very down, I'm very drained. My body aches, and wanted to express some of my thoughts about this. There's an old saying around this place, something like there's two crucial times for humans around the year. It's around spring and autumn, when the leaves are blossoming or when the leaves are falling. That's when we experience our lowest vitality. It goes something like that. It kind of pulls from the body. We can feel energy being drained. I I'm of the belief that everything in this world is interconnected. The energy somehow is shared between plants and living beings. And it is in these crucial moments when the trees are blossoming that they require energy. And we, I think, are either privated of energy or we are drained of energy. You know, we share, I would say, we are sharing something, and it's in the level of energy. It's not, like in the Newtonian ideas of counting and measuring. No, this is more of a magnetic magnetic sense. I think everything in this world is interconnected, whether you like it or not. Everything that is here is supposed to be here. Nothing is in excess or nothing is in shortness. There's just some areas that have more abundance, but nature, or natura naturans, whatever, like uh, like this scientist usually says. There's this scientist I listen to a lot, and he says Mother Nature only deals in pressure mediation. Mother Nature doesn't have a calculator. It doesn't deal in numbers or anything like that. It just deals. It's very simple, very easy to understand, and everything is through pressure mediation. You know, and it seeks balance all the time. So there is another time in which our vitality is at our lowest, and it has to do with the sun. When the sun, par rapport à toi, in reference to you, when the sun is at its farthest away, when the sun is the farthest away from you, which is around 2, 3 in the morning, that's when your vitality is at your lowest as well. And that's, for instance, where people, depart the world more often, is around 3 in the morning. Also, I myself have tendency of waking up around 3 in the morning. I don't know. Maybe there's some connection. I don't know. I go to bed early, you see, and I've slept already 4 hours at least, which are the most important hours of sleep that you can have. Is 4 hours before midnight or before 1 in the morning. Those 4 hours are essential. Yeah, it's the first hours of sleep after the sun is down, of course. We live in a society that actually pushed this the farthest away possible. It's almost like they don't want you to go to bed early. You know, I've heard this rumor. I'm not sure if it's true, but the elites, it seems, they after, I don't know, 6 in the afternoon or 8 in the afternoon, they are blackout. They are in a blackout. If you want to, come in contact with them, it's impossible. You'll have the secretaries and whatever, but they are on a blackout. They will not be disturbed between those hours and 3 in the morning, because those are the times for rest, you know. I don't know. I heard that rumor, but it makes sense. Exactly the moment when the sun is down, you should close your eyes and sleep for at least 4 hours straight. Those are the most important hours. Then wake up around one, two, three, four, I don't know, depending on your vitality, depending on your, system. Some people are good with 5 hours of sleep. Others need seven, others need nine. We are all a bit different. But anyway, I was listening to this writer, professor, philosopher, and he said, I go to bed around 9 in the evening and wake up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. He said, that's when I do the most work of my day. He said, I read the newspapers. He said, I write columns, I write books, I do my most of my work before 8 in the morning. And I've noticed that's when we are more focused, actually. When we are more focused, when we are more, you know, between 3 and 8 in the morning. Of course, most people have been, pushed into a rhythm that is a bit different. Go to bed around 10, get up around 6, and work 9 hours. Meanwhile, eat while you can. Me, I figured the most important meal of the day is breakfast. Then you can have lunch. A couple of hours later, you can eat some fruit, but that's the end of eating. It's around 3, 4 in the afternoon. I stop eating and I only eat the next day. More than 12 hours later is when I eat again. And to me, at least, that's what fits better. Not having dinner is actually awesome. You sleep better, you know? What's important is that you start your day with a nice breakfast. I mean, me, I fancy eggs, so I eat a box of eggs, like 6, 7 eggs sometimes, and some bacon and some green stuff on the side. Can't remember right now. Spargos. I don't know how to say that in English. Um, and I noticed if you eat high protein breakfast, you won't have cravings for the rest of the day. Cravings, you know. When I go and have lunch, I'm not that hungry, so I eat just for the sake of eating. And I have a piece of fruit around 3, 4 in the afternoon. Banana, you know, and that's it. I also like mango. I think those are my favorite ones, mango and banana. But in season, now those are the things I import, right? That I buy from the exterior. In season, I have plenty of trees around. I have cherry. I have apple. I have. Oh man, I'm missing the translation now. Missing the translations. Peach. I have like 10 different types of peach. Some peach start in March, like right now, and they last until, I don't know, summer. like 10 types of different peaches. And I also have apple. I already said that. Um, and of course, I have nuts, different types of nuts as well. And oranges, of course, and all lemon and all that stuff. Of course, that's basic. So I most of the fruit I consume is homemade, from my trees, and the only thing I buy from the exterior is banana and mango because of the minerals, So these times, oh, I forgot where I was. Man, I'm so lost. I am so lost, I feel so tired. My body aches. Oh man, kind of sucks being old. Your body starts aching everywhere. But Shakim, you're not that old. Well, I am like a 90-year-old right now. After the issues I had and the surgeries and everything, I am like a 90-year-old. I can't even drive a car, man. It's really pathetic. So I think we are intimately interconnected with every living thing in this world, you know, and we share energy, or we are privated of energy, and so that energy is abundant for everything else. And we know our lowest and strongest vitalities. Our stronger vitality, I mean, it could be at the end of spring, or that's when I don't know. We are supposed to, as a species, think about it. We are supposed to have babies around spring, because it's the best time of the year. And the babies who are born in the Leo, constellation, they are more, you know, they are more, um, I don't know how to, they are just more. The ones who are born at the end of the year, October, November, December, those are less, I would say, they are, I would say Leo are more extrovert, more into ha 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 ha. And the ones at the end of the year are more introverts. They are more into art. They are more shy. You know what I mean? But the ones who are born around Leo and, after that, they are more extroverts. They are more, you know, talkative and stuff. And what was I saying again? I kind of lost my train of thought again. I'm sorry. It's not a very good day today. Whew. Anyway, I think I'm going to shut up now. I'm not reading from a script. I have a massive headache. I'm chilling right now. Oh man, my body hurts. I'm chilling a little bit now in the sun. It's magnificent, just feeling the energy. For the absorption, I mean, for the body to produce vitamin D, you require sunlight and animal fat activators. Animal fat. You need to have some, animal fat. So eat some eggs and go into the sun. You'll be fine. If you don't eat eggs or other types of fat, coconut is fine. In fact, the people who live around coconut abundant areas, they just rub coconut butter on their skin, and it helps them with the sun. You know, it helps them with the manufacture of vitamin D, which is essential for the well functioning of every human being. People who live in glaciated areas, they used to have access to whale blubber or all of those fish, very fatty fish, fat blubber, and they used to eat that like it was candy. And they had no problems with vitamin D or depression, you know. They were fine. But then one day they decided to stop eating whale and all of those animals, those fatty animals. They decided to start eating McDonald's and stuff, and that's when problems start emerging. So nowadays, there's people who go into the sunlight and get burned. Yeah, the sun gives life. The sun is a protector, the sun is a provider, but the sun is also a destroyer. And I'm talking theology right now. The sun is also a destroyer, so you have to be careful. You know, if you don't have enough fat in your system, it won't be able to protect your skin. No skin protection equals burning, right? So eat fatty food, yeah, and you'll be fine. The sunscreens, the sunscreens, I don't know if they are good or not. There's a lot of bullshit companies that come up with these products. They just want to sell stuff. But those sunscreens don't have anything in them. They actually cause more problems than good. So, to be safe, just eat plenty of fat, coconut fat. It has to be raw, not processed. Otherwise, it doesn't have any meaning, doesn't have any effectiveness. Or eat, tons of fatty food, like eggs and pork and whatever. Fat was the most precious things for humans. Most precious thing. I was reading in a book, I think it was Weston Price book, and he said when the Aborigines caught an animal and if they noticed the animal was lean, they would throw it away. No, we want fatty animals. Eating lean meat will actually cause you disease. You have to eat it with fat. So eat plenty of butter. Butter is one of those fats. Natural butter, of course. I'm not talking about um, those butters made from plants, margarines. No, 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 no. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. No, talking about real butter. It's not difficult to make real butter. I've seen chefs. Chef has a reputation, right? And when he makes a dish that has butter in it, the chef makes his own butter. That's how you're supposed to be. That's how you're supposed to act. Don't trust companies. They will sell you shitty products. Butter is one of the best things we can eat. You could eat a kilo of butter. I'm kidding. You can eat 100 grams of butter every day. You know, anyway. And it's excellent. The fat for the with sunlight will help you with your vitamin D. You know, damn. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Have a nice day.